So, Matt, we've crossed into the second half of the MAC schedule here. Your team's still undefeated in the MAC after an overtime win at Eastern on Sunday. Getting ready for Miami to come in and play you at Cochrane on Friday. How have things been going as you've been putting last week's overtime wins behind you, getting ready for the Redhawks on Friday?
Yeah, I think there's a common conception that winning in overtime just boosts morale and everybody is ready to go, and there's certainly truth to that. I also think that the games were both so close and so intense and so hardly fought that, it's easy for the emotional overages to kind of get in the way as well. So we've been trying to carefully balance what everybody does, and honestly, everyone just wants to get after it and keep going. We've had a couple of really good days in training, and everybody is really performing well, top to bottom in the squad. So we feel really good, but we know that Friday is a new game, and whatever's happened in any of our games this season is irrelevant. We just want to focus on making sure we're ready for Friday.
And at the risk again, I don't want to put words in your mouth, but Miami, you look at their record, and maybe it's not quite what BG's overall record is, but their MAC results, they've had some very good results. And as you've kind of said, there's really no easy games in the MAC. I mean, it seems very rare for there to be more than one goal differential. So, I mean, I'm guessing it doesn't really matter who's coming in on Friday. You're got to be ready for a battle.
Oh, absolutely. I remember playing Miami last year and they didn't do well overall last year, but I remember that being a really tough game and them being very good. And I think they've figured out a couple more things to be better this year. But to be honest with you, regardless of how good we think Miami are going to be, which we certainly do, I think we much prefer to focus on us and what we're going to do and how we're going to try and play the game to try and get a result out of it. So we know it's going to be a really tough game, but 3 points are on the line, and it's really important for us that we fight for those points.
And then, as I mentioned, Miami, Ball State this weekend are the last two home regular season games. I know once the whistle blows, it doesn't matter where you're playing or how many people are watching, but just the whole atmosphere and everything, how, I assume the team, it's got to be nice to come out to Cochrane and, play in front of that friendly crowd, or at least line up to play in front of that friendly crowd before you just turn it off and start going.
Yeah, there's definitely plenty to say about home field advantage, and, when Cochrane's rocking and screaming and we're playing well, it's a really, really cool atmosphere and a really special place to be. So hopefully that's the case for both games this weekend.
All right, sir. Thank you very much. We'll catch up with you after Friday's match.
Thanks a lot, Mike.